there.
Ooh, whoa.
Yeah, you're gonna feel that a lot more. How'd that feel?
Dude, that is sick. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Road to Pro. I'm here today with my good friend, Kevin Cardone. So I got Kevin here today to kind of go over 3 injuries that I've had in my pickleball career so far, and I know a lot of you guys also struggle with these. Number 1 is our feet, specifically plantar fasciitis tends to be a huge problem in the pickleball space. The second body part we're talking about today is our SI joint. What does that stand for?
Sacroiliac joint.
That's why I brought him in. He knows the big words, guys. And the third body part we're talking about today are your knees. I know they get beat up out there on the courts. We're gonna show you how to prevent and fix that. So this is gonna be an interactive session. We're gonna do a stretch for 60 seconds. And while I'm doing this, I want you to also do it at home. And Kevin's gonna walk around and give me some advice as we go. And the same probably applies to you too.
So left leg is gonna stay straight. Bend that right knee out to the side just a little bit.
Like this.
You're gonna have this kind of plop out. You got 1 fist width between right heel and left ankle.
Okay,
so make a fist, boom, right between the heel and the ankle. Flex the feet so the toes are pulling back. You should already start to feel some tension happening. So again, left leg is working, so feet are flexed. Let's turn the leg in, so internal rotation. You should already start to feel even more tension. I'm gonna have you keep your left hand on the ground behind you, and bring your right arm out front, almost like you're Spider-Man.
Shooting webs.
Yeah, so spread those fingers, pull the fingers back, create that length and that tension.
So where should I be feeling this stretch mostly?
So
right
a lot of people are gonna be different. If you're tennis and pickleball, you might be feeling the calf a lot. This is actually for the hamstring. But like I said earlier, plantar connects to the calf, to the hamstring, to the lower back. So it's a big chain of muscles. So this arm isn't just there, it's also pushing. So you wanna really feel that shoulder pushing forward to create more tension, because you're literally connected from left heel through the backside all the way to this right palm. So you gotta create that tension. Use that backhand to help lean you forward a little bit, so your spine stays straight, but it's leaning forward. That's the hard part. Lift that chest up, stay lifted. Now rotate shoulders slightly to the left. This is your setup. Now we're gonna start working. Ready?
Oh no.
Set, go. So 60 seconds. You're push through that left heel, push through that right palm, feel that connection happening. As you're doing that, you're breathing. All right, breathe through this. Keep lifting that spine up. So you want to feel the legs pushing down. Oh, I see some trembling going on. You might start shaking, you might start cramping. If you cramp, slowly ease the tension, but try to almost kind of fight through it a little bit. You're just about halfway through. Lift that spine up, get taller, get longer. There it is, lean forward more. I want to see this right shoulder pushing a little harder. Now push that left hip forward with that foot. Good, creating that tension. We got another 20 seconds. 60 seconds is a real long time when you're working hard.
It's tough.
And that's what you want to do. Work hard to get that length and that stretch and that strength, and all at the same time. Now push the legs down, keep that knee turned in. Almost there, got right about 5 more seconds. Get that chest higher, lift taller. 1 more big breath in. And as you exhale, slowly release that tension before you move out of that. Shea, what'd you feel?
There's a lot going on right there. You got so many different things pushing and pulling. I think the most important part is getting that set up correctly. So if you didn't understand how to get set up in that position, go back and watch that again. A couple things that I was having trouble with is keeping this heel pushing forward with my right hand also pushing forward, and then keeping my spine straight and chest lifted up. So I would say those are probably the 3 key points for me: is push forward, get as tall as possible, and then lean forward. But man, yeah, I was trembling.
A couple minutes a day, you'll start to really pick it up, and that's all you need is a minute per side, and you'll feel amazing.
Dude, that was sick. Good work. Let's go. All right.
So now we're going to talk about the SI joints. Shea, turn around real quick. You got 2 of them. One on the left, one on the right. Right where the sacrum connects to the hips. So again, we're going to give you 1 specific exercise within 60 seconds to not only strengthen, but also loosen those joints up to help rebalance your body and to make it feel good.
Nice. All right, guys, second stretch here. We're working on our SI joints now. So Kevin's going to put me into this pretzel position. I don't know what's about to happen, but it's going to be sick. So follow along with us. Grab a wall, grab a mat. Let's get into it.
So first things first, to get into it as easily as possible, your butt is actually not going to be on the mat yet. So it's going to be right off the edge of the mat, and then slide it all the way to the wall. So Shea right now, his left side is against the wall. I want him to start to creep his left butt cheek up on the wall. And then as he lays his spine down on the mat, his legs swing up on the wall. So that way, he's as close to the wall as possible, because number 1, you want your butt on the ground. Number 2, you want it touching the wall. If you can't have it touch the wall, don't worry. When I first started doing this, I couldn't get it. Eventually, as you start to loosen up and get a little stronger and more mobile, you'll be able to get there. You want to try to check your spine. You want your spine to be pretty perpendicular to the wall. So your spine and the wall make a T. All right. Shea's in a great position already. Now his legs, you want to be a little bit wider than shoulder width. Just a little bit. And he's perfect right there. Now, you want to sink your spine into the ground. So what does that mean? Gently start to push down. That butt's pushing down. You give yourself a little bit of a double chin, so your chin pushes down towards the ground. All right, so this is just the setup, okay? Legs, or focus on your knees turning in, so internal rotation. If your toes touch, have your legs go a little bit wider. You don't want those toes touching. With the knees turning in, gently push them towards the wall a little bit more. You're gonna start to feel a lot of tension throughout the backside, maybe even into that lower back.
He's not wrong.
Next, pull the toes down gently. There's more tension. So the whole body is just working against itself to create that tension. So legs are turned in, toes are pulled down, your butt's pushing down as well. Arms are gonna go straight up towards the sky or the ceiling if you're inside. Your palms are gonna be flat to the sky, fingers towards your legs, just like our typical Spider-Man position that we're doing. But again, your spine's pushing down that ground. So you're set up, your spine's down, it's lengthening, legs are pushing to the wall. Now we're gonna start to work in 60 seconds. 3, 2, 1, we're gonna go. Arms are gonna go straight back by the ears. You are literally pushing from hips to hands away from the wall, and you're pushing your legs into the wall. So if you start to cramp, you wanna relax the legs just a little bit. So a lot of times the hips may cramp, but you want to visualize, use your brain, use the body, feel that spine lengthening.
What if my leg goes numb?
If your leg goes numb, you might be hitting a nerve. So maybe relax the internal rotation, go a little bit more parallel. Does that feel a little bit better?
I'm good, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Sometimes you might start to have toes getting tingly. That's just blood flow probably not happening. All right, this stuff can help increase blood flow. All right, you're just over halfway through. You keep working. So legs are pushing up, your butt's pulling down, your spine is sliding away from the wall, your arms are locked out, they're pushing. And then we get to breathe. All right, a lot of people love to hold their breath. Breathe deep. Let me see the ribs expand when you inhale. Keep that expansion as you exhale. Go 10 more seconds. Keep going. Keep pushing. He's trembling a little bit. He's working. I like that. One more deep breath. 3, 2, 1, and then slowly ease out of that. Remember to go slow before you move. And then bend your knees towards your chest. Grab your knees as one unit. Just roll over to one side. And you're good to go. Hopefully you're good to go. How'd that feel?
Dude. That is
amazing.
Sick.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's like when you're in it, it's super challenging. The second you release that tension, like everything just feels like it's right in the world. I don't know, that's sick.
And it looks easy if you're watching somebody do it, but when you're in it, it's a lot of work, especially once you really connect into everything I'm telling you to do. I know it's a lot I'm throwing at you. If you can only get one thing every time you watch a video, great.
You can make it as easy or as hard as you want it to be, but the harder you make it, the better results you'll see. So just keep pushing, keep trembling, and trying to work as hard as you possibly can.
I like that. Yeah. Work hard. It's your body.
All right, guys, so now you've gotten 2 great stretches and exercises so far, and now we're talking about our third body part, the knee, right there. So Kevin, why do we have knee pain? And 2, how do we prevent it? And how do we fix it?
So there's typically a few reasons that I see. Tight muscles, lack of stretching, imbalances again, like I mentioned before, but also dehydration too. So there's a lot of fascia, tendons, and ligaments around the knee. And if you're not hydrated, it's gonna be like beef jerky trying to move that around. It's kind of hard. So the more you can hydrate, get your electrolytes in, everything will be a little bit more supple and can move better. And then as you stretch and recover a lot better, you're really gonna see that more mobility is gonna happen. You can get lower in your squat, get lower in the lunges, reach for more balls without having to worry about those knees getting hurt. So we're gonna use the wall as well. If you have sensitive knees, I suggest, even if you don't, just fold the mat over once or twice, because you're gonna be on your knees and you want that cushion. You don't want that kneecap to be on a hard surface at all, okay? You ready?
Yeah, what do I do?
You sure?
I don't know. I don't know.
So your left knee is gonna be on the mat and your left toe is gonna be up on the wall here.
Okay.
And your right foot will be flat out front. So you're gonna get into this kind of position here. The goal is to have your knee that's down as close to the wall as possible. Now, your toes, they can either be curled underneath how Shea is, or they can be flat. So it's like the top of your foot on the wall, whatever's more comfortable for you. Dude, he already feels this. So, as mentioned earlier, your quad connects to the kneecap and connects to the hip. when it's tight, it can be pulling on that kneecap, shifting it all over the place, causing that knee pain. What are you feeling so far?
I wish I could be more helpful, but I can't say words when I'm in this position.
He's tight.
This is awesome though, it feels really good. I just did legs yesterday, so I am tight, but I can tell like this is, I'm gonna be doing this a lot.
Now, if you need, your balance might be thrown off. So if you need this foot that's out front to come out wider for better balance, please do so, okay? The goal is to be in proper alignment on the side you're working. So you want your knee, your hip, and the heel in pretty much a straight line.
All right,
Okay,
let's
so-
do it. What do my hands do?
Right hand can be down just on that leg for support. The left arm's gonna be working once we get you into it. So Shea's in good alignment. Maybe actually slide your butt over to the left just a little bit. The knee is good, but just your butt. So the goal is to lengthen the front of the leg, your quad. So your knee is pushing down.
Yeah.
The front of your hip is lifting up. So you kind of tuck your butt under, tuck your tailbone, flatten it back out. You should feel that instantly.
Yeah.
Whatever knee is down, that arm is gonna be out front. So the arm is pushing because you want to create tension down through the side of that body all the way down to your knee. Now very slowly raise that arm up. Wherever you feel more tension created, keep that angle. You there?
Yeah,
he's
we're there.
If you can see his face, he's there. All right, now we're gonna work. Ready? Go. Push the knee down. Think of the rest of the body trying to lift up towards that sky or towards that ceiling. You're decompressing while stretching, but also strengthening. All right, so Shea's looking good. He's working, I can tell. He's shaking a little bit. His facial expression, he loves this, I know. Tuck that butt under more. Lift the front of the hip up, push that knee down more and more. If you want to advance it a little bit deeper, the front of the leg, your quad, externally rotate it. So gently start to rotate your quad to the left, Shea, but not the hips, just that quad. There.
Ooh, whoa.
Yeah, you're gonna feel that a lot
Yeah.
more. Now, it could also be pulling on the opposite lower back. If it does, pull that backwards a little bit. All right, find where you need to be to have that pain not be in that lower back. You got about 15 more seconds. Keep working. Oh, he's tapping out.
No, we're good, we're good.
Lift that spine up, decompress, grow tall, reach that arm harder. Come on, push it, push it. Let's go one more deep breath in. Then as you exhale, slowly release that tension. Bring the hands down. Be careful as you come out of it. Never plop out of it, go slow. Oh yeah, he felt that. Where do you feel that? Show us.
Oh, this entire like left side of my body just cranked, but especially like in my knees, that was brutal in a great way. I don't mean to make it sound like it's that terrible. There's a reason we're doing this, because a little bit of temporary pain is going to make you feel so much better in the long run.
Yes. Yeah. So this is a good discomfort.
Yeah. All right, so there you have it. 3 stretches that'll help your feet, your knees, and your lower back SI joint feel so much better.
And don't think of it as just a stretch. You're also strengthening those muscles. So when you're playing pickleball or any other sport, you're going into extreme range of motion. So that means your joints are getting pulled different directions. If they're not ready for that, injuries. Always do both sides. Even if you don't feel it on one side, always do it, be symmetrical. And the stuff we did, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. 5 minutes to feel that relief. That's all you really need.
So all of Kevin's links will be in the description of the video or on the screen somewhere. And we're also about to film some of the modification videos to post on his Instagram. So make sure if you want to see those videos, go give him a follow and go check that out. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next.
See you guys.